Hello everyone, welcome to Land Reality Consult, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to talk about an important topic, and that is how to acquire land in Ghana. That is the steps that you need to take when you want to acquire land in Ghana. There are varieties of steps that you need to take when you want to acquire land in Ghana. But in this video, I'm going to list and talk about some of the steps that you need to take when you want to acquire land in Ghana. Number one step is that you need to conduct due diligence. And when we say that due diligence is in two dimensions, first you need to ascertain the identities of the seller, the one that is selling the land to you. First of all, you need to ascertain the identities of that seller, and you can do that by taking a photocopy of their national ID card. For example, the voter ID card, the Ghana national card, driving license, and so on. So you need to take in possession of one of these, and after taking possession of the national ID card, you need to go ahead to verify the capacity of the seller. Verify whether the seller has the capacity to deal or to transact with respect to that land. See, there's a maxim in law that states that you cannot give what you do not have. So if you don't have something, definitely you cannot give it out. So be careful. Conduct your due diligence, and at the due diligence you need to verify the identity of the seller, and then you need to ascertain the capacity of the seller. So our second stage will be you need to get a site plan from the seller. So the site plan, you have to make sure that that site plan relates to that particular piece of land you want to buy. Don't trust any information at this point in time. Don't trust anybody at this point in time. If preferably, go to the site with your surveyor, pick the coordinates of the parcel, come and prepare the site plan. That would be very good. So don't solely rely on the site plan that is given to you by the seller. So you have to be very critical with respect to this. So after you get your site plan from the seller, or you've gone to the site with your surveyor to pick the coordinates and prepare your own site plan, you need to conduct a property search with two main institutions in Ghana. And one is with the Lands Commission, and second one is Land Use and Spatial Planning Authority. With respect to the Lands Commission, you need to conduct three separate searches with respect to three separate divisions. That is with the Land Valuation Division, we have the Survey and Mapping Division, and we have the LRD, Land Registration Division, and Public Vessel Land Management Division. You need to conduct searches with respect to these three divisions. So with respect to Land Title Registration Division, you need to conduct a site plan search that will reveal whether that particular piece of land is not encumbered or has not been registered with the Lands Commission. You can also conduct a certificate search with the Land Title Registration Division to authenticate the certificate that is given to you by the seller, to see whether Lands Commission has the same or similar details. With respect to the Public and Vessel Land Management Division, you need to conduct a site plan search there to to verify whether that particular piece of land is not a government land, or is not affected by any plotted activity, or is not affected by any plotted judgments. Then you need to conduct another search with the survey and mapping division to verify whether the site is not affected by any plotted activity. So when you conduct these three main searches, it will reveal the identities of that particular parcel you want to buy. Assuming there's no records of dealings with respect to that parcel with the Lands Commission, it means that that person has not registered the land with the commission, and there's no plotted activity with respect to that said land. So you can go ahead to go to the Land Use and Spatial Planning Authority to also conduct another search to ensure that that particular piece of land conform to a particular layout or scale. You know, areas has been demarcated for a particular use. We call them zoning. Some are zoned for residential, some are zoned for commercial, some are zoned for industrial. So you have to check to see whether your particular parcel falls within appropriate zone. For example, if you are acquired for residential purpose, check to see whether the land, the zoning is in line with the residential activities. If not that, the particular purpose in which you acquire the land, you can never execute it. So with the Lands Commission, let me come back to the Lands Commission again. When you are conducting, there are certain requirements you need to follow to be able to conduct a search with them. And one of the requirements is that you need to write an application to the regional lands officer in any region where the land is situated, and then indicate your intentions of registering your land with the Lands Commission. And you need to attach the site plan, which should have visible grid values. It should be very clear, and then attach it, and the parcel in question should be edge pink, and then the preferred scale of the site plan should be 1:2500. If the scale is not 1:2500, it can still be accepted by scaling down to the scale of 1:2500. So now we've completed our search process. Our fourth step that you need to take is what? You should conduct site inspection. You, the buyers yourself, you have to go to the site yourself with another person or an estate surveyor to actually cross-check whether that site plan still relates to that land. Because people are scrupulous, they can't give you a site plan that is located in a different area. Cross-check it well there, and also ascertain the neighborhood characteristics of the area to ensure that that area still conform to the purpose in which you want to use the land for. Maybe steepness, whether there are valleys, is it a flooded area. You need to cross-check all these aspects, and also ask neighborhoods with respect to who owns that particular piece of land, if there's any. Disclose your intentions of buying that particular land, and try to find if there are hidden facts. For example, like unplotted judgments, maybe litigations, liabilities. You have to try to find all these with the neighbors to ensure that you are dealing with the right person. So after doing your site inspection, the fifth step is that you need to draft and sign a purchase agreement. A purchase agreement is more or less like a contract that obliges a buyer to buy an item or piece of land, and a seller to also sell his land. So this is kind of an agreement that is between the buyer and the seller. And then the safe stage is that you need to go straight to the negotiations table. An offer and acceptance will be made. An offer will be made and acceptance will also be done. So it means that that agreement is consummated. So when this is done, it should be endorsed by both parties. So after the negotiations and the acceptance on offer, you need to go ahead to prepare and execute a deed. That is a deed of transfer. And that deed of transfer can just be a document or an indenture like this I'm having. And this indenture should also meet certain criteria or requirements before it can be valid. So one of the requirements is that it should contain the names of both parties and the title of it. You see, should be clearly indicated, and the date of the indenture, the date in which it is being signed, that is day, month, year, should be clearly stated. We talk about the duration, the term. Is it a term of 99 years? Is it a term of 15 years? It should be clearly indicated. And then you have to also indicate whether there is a renewal clauses of that indenture. Whether there is a renewal clause should be indicated, maybe for a further term of 45 years after the expiration of the original grant. Then you have to also have covenants as well. That will be included in the indenture with restrictions and so on. And you also need to have the amount that you bought the land should be clearly stated in the indenture. And then you have to have the shadow of shadow. The shadow clearly describe the exact location of the land with great values and those things. It should clearly indicate where the land can be found. And you need to attach a site plan. The site plan should be attached to the indenture. And then the indenture should be witnessed by witnesses with their names and addresses. It should also be the buyer and the seller should also clearly indicate their names and their addresses, their signatures. All these are the important ingredients of an indenture. And then there's a section for an auto proof should also be clearly indicated. So these are just the step of the seventh aspect, which is preparation and execution of a deed of transfer. So after the deed has been prepared and it has been signed by both parties, duly witnessed by them, we now move to the oath of proof. The document should be sent to the court for legalization, to legalize the document. We call the oath of proof. That become legally binding. After the legalization of the document, you need to conduct a stamp duty, assessment of a stamp duty. You need to submit the document to Land Valuation Division of the Lands Commission to make assessment of the value to be paid for that particular piece of land. And when the value is assessed, the stamp is normally indicated on it. You see a stamp? It's normally indicated on it, indicating the value of the land if you've been paid, if that money has been paid. So the money is paid to the Ghana Revenue Authority to ensure that that particular document that you have is a legal document, and you can tender it in court as evidence in case of anything. So after conducting the stamp duty, Then you need to register your land. You need to submit the document for registration. With another video, I'm going to clearly state the processes and procedures that you need to follow when you want to register your land. At this point, our lecture is drawn to a conclusion. Thank you very much for listening to my video, and kindly subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.